Hey there! So today I will bring you a short overview of this headlamp. I recently won this flashlight or headlamp in a giveaway done by Cyansky in BudgetLightForum. Thank you for sending this headlamp, flashlight, I will call it both ways. And I must say that I'm actually impressed with it, especially in terms of output. And it has some different features that I don't have many headlamps, so I'm not used to see it, what the headlamps have, and I will try to show it how it works and which are those features. So some information here on the package before going to the headlamp itself. You have some quick specifications here. It has 4 main modes and then 3 secondary modes, and it has an impact resistance up to 2 meters, IPX8, meaning 2 meters underwater, and you also have the information about size and weight. You have the information of what is included. Here on the side, some more information. This is an 18650 flashlight, and it has a battery included as well. Max output of 1300 lumens and max runtime of 220 hours, 200 meters, and 10,000 candela. And I didn't mess with the numbers. And you can also see here that it has white and red lights, magnetic tail cap with USB-C charging. It says here that it supports Type-C. I haven't tried it, but I will show it, show how it looks like and what it does. So inside you have some more stuff in here. Sorry. Okay, nothing more. So this is the warranty card. Nothing important to say, but you have the 15-day replacement and you have to fill it with your data. And this is the user manual, written in Chinese on one side, and the other side it is in English. So I will pause, well, not pause, but I will show it here in some detail so that you can see some information about the output. And this is the graphic with some decrease. You can see it decreases after some minutes on turbo, and then you have the high mode and then medium mode. Well, you have all it here, and concerning the lowest level, it supposedly reaches 220 hours. Some more information on this side about LED, a Luminus SFT40, and that is probably the reason why I am very impressed with the outputs. And then 2 Everlight red LEDs, and this is also a flashlight compatible with 2 CR123A batteries. I don't have them, so I will not test them. I will try to show it just in case you want to take a look at the specs later on. And this is it. Fully charging in about 2 hours, and this is the maximum power in terms of charging. I will leave this here in case we need it. So besides that accessory, what we have here, some more things. Of course, I've already taken the flashlight out. It originally had this small paper attached to it, which I removed. and it says to remove the insulation cap on the bottom of the flashlight. You have the USB-C charging cable, yes, provided in case you don't have a million of them, or if you want to offer this flashlight to someone that is not used to use it. And here inside you have 2 spare O-rings, regular spare O-rings. Let's put this aside as well. And you have the pocket clip, a dual-sided pocket clip in this case. You also have a pouch to carry the flashlight and accessories if you want. It is adjustable, just in case you don't want to bring this on the head all the time. You can put it on a bag and carry it on it. Here is the insulation plastic that normally goes here in the tail, but I've removed it before. And this is the Cyansky HS5R. And the first thing that you can see, it has a dent because I let it fell down when I was taking some outdoor beam shots. So this is my mistake, and it hit a very old iron machine, so it was a sturdy one, much more sturdy than aluminum that this flashlight is built of. So it was my fault. It's not Cyansky, but it's working, and well, you don't have to worry about it falling in a higher or shorter height. So it's just denting here. But what I was saying, I don't have many headlamps, and this is, well, different for me at least. This metal part that allows to keep the flashlight or the headlight in place, it's different for me. How do we open it? Well, we can press on both sides. It's really making a lot of pressure here. Sorry. And this is removable, or this can be put out. This is the main frame. You can adjust it in the headband. That is quite good. This is elastic, it is adjustable, and it's quite comfortable, I can say. I've used it for a while, at least to take some beam shots at night and walk around in the garden and in the field. And this is a elastic band. I really liked it, but this is still something, well, odd for me, because I normally don't see this. I see this kind of headbands where you can put the headlamp on, the headlight on. So this is quite different system. I will leave this aside here. The pocket clip, you can install it this way. So if you want to carry the flashlight or the headlight upside down, or in a pocket or in a backpack, you can put it this way too. I'll try to show it to you. So heads down. It has good retention. And then with the head up. Please note that it has this little band here to provide better retention as well. It's really tight. So you can use it both ways. If you want to use it with this, of course, it's not possible because, well, this part, well, it can be used, but it's not advisable, because otherwise it will be very tight in this system. So let's remove some things from the screen here. So on the top you have the switch. Here you have an optic, similar to, well, it's not similar, but it's close to what some other brands are using currently. Woven, Trustfire, Phoenix. Well, it's more or less. This part here, it's flat. Not sure if I'm going to be able to show it, but it doesn't make any, it doesn't have any part here, so it's flat. I haven't removed this. I will try to do it later on. On the side you have the charging port, and speaking of the charging ports, we will see what it does when charging and when charged. It immediately turned to green because the tail cap was not tightened, and also because the battery is probably full, but it normally is red like this, and when it's charged it's green. But if it's not charging correctly, I will take the flashlight off. It can be used without battery, and now it's green. So if it's not charging, the battery, well, it does some kind of odd stuff here. Let's see how it behaves. It's probably because of the way I've been messing with it. Oops. Oh. Okay, I was checking it and it works. It was just a flaw of mine. So, but, well, it's supposedly to be red when charging and green when charged. These small complications here, I cannot see the reason why they are acting like they are. Let me see if they have something stated here. Well, charging, I'm sorry. So you can, when charging, you can turn the main light in medium mode. It's probably acting weird because, like, there is no battery inside. It probably turns green because of assuming that the flashlight is already, the battery is already charged. But, well, I will not elaborate into this. You can see that it acts some kind of fun in this way. So when you press, you see that the battery is, the switch is telling you how the battery level is. Returning to the user manual, if it was blinking 2 times or some more times in green, it would be the battery between 51 and 80%. Red light 1 time, it would be 21 up to 50%, and red light blinking, it would be from 0 up to 20%. So right now the battery is almost full. And now to operate it, so click like this. If you double click, it blocks, and you see that when it locks, it always blinks 2 times. To unlock, 1, 2, and it turns on immediately. Press and hold to switch off. To switch on, it has memory mode. So low, medium, high, turbo. I'll put this low here. So low, medium, high, turbo. And this is quite bright. Let's see, okay. Show you the beam profile, low, medium, high, turbo. It's quite intense because it's an SFT40 inside. The beam, it's, well, these are the edges of it. This is a big hotspot, so it's similar more or less like the, well, the Olight flashlights. It has a more defined, well, it's a wide hotspot, not like a thrower flashlight or some other lights. I will put this one that is my other headlamp, the AceBeam H20. You see, this is a defined hotspot. This hotspot here, it's very broad. You can make the comparison. It's almost a big hotspot and then some spill. And this one, well, it's a larger hotspot, but there's a major difference here. So this one, being a large hotspot, it reaches further because also of the LED that is using, that is a de-domed LED or a domeless LED, and it reached further. I was trying it outside and it went, I don't know, 120 meters eventually more. I cannot be sure because it's, well, it was more or less dark when I used it, so there are some eventually some issues with the measuring, but well, it's around that, so not to the 200 meters, but around 120 meters. It's probably its best range. But I was focusing on the interface, so low, medium, high, turbo, and then if you want to turn it off, click or press and hold. And then to alternate to the secondary LEDs, you press and hold, wait for it, and then press and hold again. And keep pressing it, sorry. Just go back. So I'm turning it off. Right now it's on the secondary LEDs. This is the blinking red, this is red, and this is the moonlight that it has. It's a lower level. And to alternate to the main modes, you press and hold, it turns off, and then it turns on in the last mode that you used. And then to alternate to secondary, it's the same thing, pressing and holding, and it changes. So this is the secondary LED, it's red, and to turn it off, you click and hold. Press and hold. To change to the other levels or the other modes, this one is the moonlight. Just one click for blinking red, and then one click for red, and then to alternate to the main levels, click and hold, and it will return to it. Turn it off. Let's see the magnetic part, sorry. It is strong, it's probably not the strongest, but it sticks well to some flat surfaces. If they are more roundish, well, not so good, but on flat surfaces, it sticks well. Let's remove this from here. Let's wait the flashlight, the battery. I'm sorry. Well, also this one, it has included a protected 18650 battery, button top. It is rechargeable within the flashlight or in a charger, but it doesn't have USB-C or micro USB charging. And it's are the specs. One thing I don't understand is why brands, be it Cyansky or others, only send flashlight or batteries with fewer capacity. So this could be at least 3,500 milliamps, or at least 3,000, but well, it is not that, and it should be. This is the tail cap, spring here, and the magnet is below, and here you cannot, the battery tube is glued, so you can only try to see what's below and the interior, not below but inside, and it's the driver over there. Let's try to weight this. Hello for you too. And this is the flashlight only, so quite lightweight. What it weighs with this, around 194, 94, 93, with headbands. Let's try to do this. 125, and eventually with the pocket clip, 140 grams. Just by comparison, I will put the S-beam here. It's almost the same weight, and my other budget headlamp, this is the Borwitt headlamp, and it has more or less 10 grams. In terms of size, it's around 95 millimeters. Well, I don't know what went off with this. Wow, the world is not liking me today. Well, something is off today. Around 9.3, 9.4 centimeters, and here around 2.8, 2.9, on the bottom 2.3, and on the head around 2.4, 2.3 as well. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to happen like that. What can I tell you more? Well, I haven't tested it with USB to USB-C charging. I don't have one of those cables that can be adapted to that. Let's put it side by side with the S-beam H20 here, which is a longer flashlight or headlamp. Let's put this aside, on the side. It's a bit longer and a bit bulkier as well. You have those fins here to dissipate heat, but it gets some hot, of course. Gets a little bit. And this is the Borwitt headlamp as well. A bit different one. This is a T flashlight. This is a different one. I'm not sure if this one is magnetic. Yeah, no, this one is magnetic. The other one is not. It can also be used in these headbands that come with other regular flashlights. So in case you don't want to use the one that came with the package, you can also use it on one of those. Of course, it gets less stability because the metal here helps you to get it more secure, but this one is less heavy in this case, and it's quite practical to use as well. So, some general thoughts about this Cyansky HS5R headlamp. Well, it's well built. It's not very heavy. This part of the anodizing, it's good, but well, it felt in a bad way. The magnetic tail cap, it's useful in case you are trying to direct it to different positions. The part of the headband and the securing system, it's quite confusing, and it can be stressful in case you want to remove it fast, because it needs a lot of pressure to put this out, and it eventually can damage the anodizing if you do it in a bad way. The headband itself, it's comfortable and it's quite well made. I like that it comes with an included battery to especially for those people. I wanted to show you that it also works with unprotected batteries, flat top unprotected batteries like the Sony VTC6. It also works with that. So I like that. The USB-C charging, it's quite good because, well, probably most of people nowadays uses this kind of charging in the phones and other devices. In terms of range, it has a good range from the closest ones. It goes around 3 meters or less up to 120, 130 meters on the max output. You can also have the signaling with blinking red, and you can also have, well, those protecting eyes things when using the red only flash LED. The user interface, well, I normally like to have flashlights that I know where they start. This one has memory and it's not changeable, so if you leave it on high, it will start on high, and if you leave it on low, it will start on low, so you have to be aware of that. Locking mechanism here, it's good in case you don't want to have it activated in other parts. The indication of the battery level here on the switch, it's also good because you know when to charge it. It doesn't have another way to check it, but having the switch indicating the level of the battery, it's good. And well, of course, this is not a high CRI emitter that you may want to for different things, but I was trying outside, and actually the kind of beam it has, even if it's cool white, it allows you to see in a wide range and in a longer range at the same time, and it's probably that's what you want when you are using an headlamp, and unless you are exploring something more specific to reach a good distance in terms of range, in terms of length and width, it's probably what you need. So I'm impressed with it. It's well built flashlights. I'm not sure if the only thing that I would probably change in this would be the user interface in terms of functionality, because it's, well, not my type. But other than that, I guess it's a good option. It's a good choice, especially if you want a simple thing, how to interact with it in a simple way. And it's probably that. And if you have some questions or some comments, leave it on the text below. I'm not sure if I will do a review on this on BudgetLightForum, but if it will be done, it will be appearing on the comments and also on the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of it, and have a nice day, whenever it is.